Welcome to another quick circuit from Daily Fitness Ideas. We're going to do 2 circuits today. They're going to have 3 exercises per circuit. You can do it one time through for about a 10 or 15 minute quick workout. You could also do it 2 or 3 times through to extend your workout for 30 minutes or even 45 minutes. So the first circuit is going to have TRX Pull Ups, a dumbbell overhead press, and then a single leg deadlift. So let's go ahead and get started. With the TRX Pull Up, we're going to try to train ourselves to use the movement patterns and the muscles that we need to do pull-ups. So the lat is the prime mover for the pull-up, but you also do use your rear delts, your traps, and it even ties into the obliques right here. So we really want to think about those movers while we're doing this exercise. So I'm going to turn my feet like this. That way I can use my legs if I need to for just a little bit of help. Okay? And mentally, I'm really thinking about those lats. All right, so that's what that TRX pull-up looks like. The other thing that you can do to really build some strength for this part of your body and some muscular endurance is to start what's called a reverse rep and start from the top of the rep and slowly lower yourself down. So I'm still going to have my feet crossed. Okay, and I'm starting up here. And then I'm going to just slowly lower myself and try to go as slow as I can. And then come back up. Just as slow as you can. Okay, so that's how you do the reverse rep. Now, in order to fully build this muscle group and movement pattern, whenever you do a pull in the vertical plane, you want to go ahead and do a push in the vertical plane. So that's what we're going to do with an overhead press. Give me just a second to move the camera and I'll be right back with you. We're going to hold them in what's called a boxer's pose, right in front of our face. I want you to notice where my feet are. Those are right a little bit wider than my shoulders, and this is called an athletic stance. I have a little bit of bend in my knees, and I want you to pay attention to my pelvis. I'm going to go ahead and tilt it, so I make sure it's nice and tight, and I make sure I'm not loose here, so I don't use this part of my body to push the weight overhead. Okay, and you're going to turn them the opposite direction at the top. And what I really want you to think about at the top of that rep is I want you to finish it, okay? So this would not be a complete rep. This would be a complete rep. So if you notice, I'm going to do almost like 2 pushes here. First one, and then I'm going to finish it into the ceiling. First one, and then finish it. And really finish it up there. And push from here. Push from the lats, okay? The other thing I want you to think about in the back on your rear delts, to really, when you push the weight up, rotate them up. And when you bring the weight down, pack them down. Right, so at the top of the rep, you're going to really rotate them up with the lats right here. And then as you're bringing them down, let them come down and pinch together at the bottom. You can do these standing up or kneeling. I did them kneeling so that you could see that full rep at the top, but you can certainly do them either way. If you are going to do them kneeling, make sure that you're in a split stance, not like this, okay? The third one is a single leg deadlift. And again, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what it looks like. A couple things that I'm going to think about is I know that my hamstrings and my glutes are the controlling factors in this exercise. So they're going to control the weight on the way down and they're going to power it back up. And the way that I'm going to do that is mentally tell myself that that's what I'm using. I'm also going to keep this dumbbell nice and close to my leg, and I'm going to keep my hips as square to the ground as I can make them and not open them up, okay? Okay, look at my back leg, how I'm raising it up. And I'm really mentally thinking about this part of my body, controlling it on the way down, and then powering it back up. Mentally think to push your heel through the floor like you're trying to put a hole in the floor through your heel. Do not go on the balls of your feet because that's going to turn off your hamstring and your glute. We want them to be turned on to tell them to help you with this. So don't come forward on the ball of your foot. Try to keep your leg as straight as you can. And remember, this weight stays close to your leg. And when you come up, retract those shoulder blades and squeeze the heck out of your butt, okay? Keep that weight close to your leg. Slowly controlled. Push, push, push through the floor and squeeze everything. And that is your first circuit. All right, the second circuit is going to be a bridge TRX row. And then we're going to do a dumbbell chopper lunge, a single leg chopper lunge. And then we're going to do another glute exercise where we're going to do a single leg slider. And they'll all make sense when I do them. The first one, if you notice, on the TRX, I lowered the handles until they're right at my rib cage, right at the top of my rib cage. And you're going to be inverted when you do these. So if you see, my head is lower than my knees, okay? And I'm going to drive this bridge up and squeeze the heck out of my butt. Everything's nice and tight. Squeeze, 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 and pull up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze that glute. And push those heels into the floor again. Right? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze the heck out of this, right? I mean, this is all tight right here. You're going to exhale on the up. Inhale on the down. Exhale. Inhale. And you know what I'm going to say? You have to pull with this part of your body, right? And the rear delts back here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And that is how your inverted bridge TRX row looks like. Give me another second to move the camera and I'll show you what the single leg chopper lunges look like. So you have one dumbbell Once I stand up, you're not going to be able to see my ugly mug, and it really doesn't matter because that's not what we need for this exercise. We need our lower body, cross function, shoulder, all the way through to the other leg. So you're going to start with this on the opposite shoulder, and you're going to lunge forward and chop to the outside of the leg that you're stepping with. So if you're stepping with your left, the dumbbell starts over your right shoulder. And here's what's important. Your right leg is not helping you to get back up. All the work is happening in the left. So it's absorbing that control on the step out, and then it's propelling you back to your start position. So I want you to push through your heel when you stand back up, right? So absorbing it on the way down through the heel. Don't go on the balls of your feet. And then really mentally engage through the heel to talk to the hamstring and the glute and push yourself back out of it. Okay, then we're going to switch sides. So if we move the dumbbell to the left shoulder, we're going to step with the right. Remember, that front leg is doing all the work. Okay, and that's what your single leg chopper lunge looks like. Last exercise, I'll show you a single leg glute slider, which your body's going to love because you just did this exercise right before it. You're welcome. Okay. I'm just going to move just with this foot. Drive up every set, every rep, you're going to push your hips into the ceiling. Fingertips only, so you're not pushing with your arms, just your fingertips. And drive up. Okay, so you're going to extend out, pull it in, and then drive up. Extend out, pull it in, and then drive up. Fingertips only. Extend out, pull in, and drive up. Here's what it looks like on the other leg. Okay, drive, drive, drive. Fingertips only. Extend out, drive in, and up. Extend out, drive in, and then up. Everything's squeezed right here. And that is your single leg slider glute bridge. As always, any questions or comments that you have, leave them below. Hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you have and design the workouts any way you need me to. Just let me know. Remember, stay home and stay fit, move more, eat better, not less, and start today.